Happy Harvey Milk Day! Thank you, Jim. The words cannot be more gracious and generous than yours. I very much appreciate it. Coming from you, it means all the more. I want to thank Rebecca and James and our incredible folks here at the Community Center for welcoming us once again. This is exactly what the Community Center is about. A home for us to be able to celebrate. And not yet a regular donor, you need to do so. An LGBT Community Center was at the top of Harvey's to-do list when he was assassinated. So it all comes full circle. It's so perfect to be here today. Mayor Newsom, yes, we welcome you to our building. The next Lieutenant Governor of the state of California. We're with you, Mr. Mayor. And I want to thank Stuart for being our partner through this. Trust me, when Stuart walks through the halls of the Capitol, attention is garnered, and the cameras are there, the reporters have their pens out, and you were a major component of our success. Thank you very much. And of course, without SANE, without Equality California and Jeff's leadership, we would never have had a bill to begin with. So, as with any success that we have in Sacramento, it is a collaborative effort. And it's great that we can celebrate collaboratively as well. I just want to put into context, because it's so easy for us to forget what the world was like, even here in San Francisco, when Harvey decided to jump into the political fray. Jim, we weren't only second-class citizens. We were deemed to be mentally ill outlaws. Harvey's first race was 1973. It wasn't until 1972 that the American Psychiatric Association took homosexuality off its list of mental disorders. We were considered mentally ill until a year before Harvey's first race. And consensual acts between adults of the same gender were still illegal as he ran. So he was an outlaw running for public office. It was thanks to Willie Brown's leadership in the Assembly in 1977, and what was known as the sodomy laws were finally repealed here in California. And keep in mind, it was not another 22 years later that we finally were able to add sexual orientation, not yet gender identity, to our Fair Employment and Housing Act. That got signed into law in California in 1999. We added gender identity in 2003. So again, keep in mind the kind of courage, the kind of vision, the idea that mentally ill outlaws could participate in civic affairs, run for public office, and be held in the same esteem as any other elected official. That was Harvey's idea of where our community should be. So he also knew, because he lived with daily threats to his life, that every time he stepped out of his home, every time he stepped onto a bus, to walk down the street, or stood at a podium, he put his life at risk. You've all heard the clip in the film. He was so conscious of this that he actually tape-recorded the message that should a bullet ever enter my brain, let it shatter every closet door. And that's exactly how he died, with multiple bullets to the brain. It is chilling to think. But he was not deterred and he was not silenced, because he knew his message was completely on point. And I'm still dumbfounded by the fact that our bill passed on a party line vote short of one Republican vote. What is partisan about this? And why would we not want to declare a day of special significance, a state day, for an American hero, and a man who is certainly a part of the 20th century history of the state of California, the first openly LGBT elected official in the state's history, and a man who fought for those who are disabled, for children, for seniors, for affordable public transportation, and for parks, for the respect and dignity, validation of all human life. These are Americans' values, and the best of Americans' values. why would we not want to recognize such a human being? And the only thing that I can come up with is that our adversaries, and they're led by the radical religious right, that's no surprise, want to drag us back to a dark, hateful, dangerous, homophobic, transphobic 20th century. The good news is, we're going forward into the 21st century, and we're going to be first class citizens. So that's my segue. True American hero. We're celebrating Harvey Milk today, and we have in our midst another true American hero. Speaker Pelosi, I can only imagine and hope that you enter a room and you're just mobbed, because there's so much love and respect and admiration for what you have done. And to take San Francisco values to the nation's capital and to be proud of them from your first day there. I know I'm just paraphrasing, but when she had the opportunity, when she was sworn in a special election, so not, when there's a whole new class, not every new member gets to speak, but she came in a special election, and so she did have 30 seconds. And what did she choose to have come out of her mouth? I'm from San Francisco, and I'm here to get funding for the HIV epidemic.
Yes. Yes.
The first day, she had set her priorities. And to see you rise through the ranks of leadership, I know what it's like to maneuver through a house of 80 or a house of 40, but a house of 435. But as she campaigned way back when in 1986, 87, she said, I know who and I know how. And she did.